Woof bitches, welcome to Mutley's Musical Musings Season 2, Episode 2, brought to you by the letter B. As you all know, I'm working through my collection this year, kind of alphabetically, just to do something different, and trying to finish off each artist before moving on to the next. That's in my quest to own 11,680 albums, which is going to be roughly... The aim is 365 days worth of music, non-stop, and that's kind of like the maths worked out. That's how many albums I need. So yeah, this month's been pretty good. I've been going through B this month. It's been crazy at points. I've got a list of different artists I got. So I'll start off with new discoveries this month that aren't the letter B. That have been recommended to me by other artists, and I thought, you know what, I'll check that out. So I've been watching Adam Feasy from Adam of the Hellcats has a weekly interview with various artists. He's had all sorts on there, but quite often I've discovered new bands thanks to his interviews each week. So that's really good. That's Adam and the Hellcats Facebook page. It's a run through, so I'll have a link to that. I'll have a link to their Bandcamp because they released a new single at the end of last month, which I didn't include in this collection. That's called Bending the Knee. So have a listen to that when you get the chance. Also have a watch of Adam's interviews on his Bandcamp, and then come and join us on a Wednesday night, 8 PM UK time, to have a listen. It's generally they're live interviews, so you can write the comments in the comments on the Facebook Live and ask questions. It's great. So yeah, I've discovered a few. Lawnmower Death, they're kind of like actually a band from the 80s, and they're kind of like a mashup of heavy metal and punk. So I've got their albums. I'm enjoying that. Also, there's a Canadian band, Faceless Orphans. They've released one album, and that's really good. So it was nice discovering them. They're really good. And I bought a digital copy, but I've got a physical copy coming in the post now as well, so that's going to be pretty cool when that arrives. And Heartsink, that was another band I discovered from them. They're a UK-based band, and they've got a few singles they've released so far. So generally, what I do is when Adam will announce beforehand, you know, say, oh, this week is going to be such and such a band. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard them before, so I'll go and buy a load of their music, have a listen. I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. So then I've got something to ask the bands, and you know, it's nice discovering new music. So yeah, check out Heartsink as well. Again, links to all the bands and their Facebook pages and or Bandcamps will be below. So yeah, this month I've been working through the letter B, as I said. I got 57 and a half hours worth of music this month. I haven't worked out the entire album quantity. It's close to 70 or 80 albums looking at this, but I'll start off and sort of explain now. I bought a lot of Buckethead. When I say a lot, I mean 59 Buckethead albums. The guy is insane. He's released over 300 albums to date. He's still releasing, like, you know, every couple of weeks. It's like there has been a new release from Buckethead on Bandcamp. He's got physical stuff too. He's been going since like the 90s. He's played in Guns N' Roses, like he toured with them for a short while. While the core group had to split for a bit. So yeah, 59 Buckethead albums. His albums are only, I say only, they're 30 minutes long generally, almost to the minute. Sometimes it's slightly under, slightly over. Really good. It's all instrumental rock. From what I understand, he plays most of the instruments as well. He's good on guitar. Not bad for someone who was abandoned as a child and raised in a chicken coop. Okay, yeah. Apparently I bought, I've just written in brackets and I'll see it, 39. So bought 59, but if you divide it by 45 times 60 or whatever, maths was for my strong point, but yeah, it's an average of 39 albums plus everything else. They're averaging at 50 something. So it was still 2 albums a day this month that I got. And again, I'll have links for Buckethead in the description below. I've completed a few bands as well. I've now got all black. Well, one's in the post. I've got Forbidden I'm waiting on. It's been held up in the post for whatever reason. But I've got all the Black Sabbath's albums. I bought a load of Blue Oyster Cult. I think I might have all their albums now. Blood, Sweat and Tears. I think I completed them. They're a bit different. They did more jazz than rock, but I'm enjoying them. Blackfoot. I got a few more of their albums. I've got a couple more to get. I'm waiting for Payday now to get Budgie, but that's going to be a next month's lot. But they're sitting there. I've got 6 albums of them to go. So yeah, that's really good. There's a couple of other bands I discovered. Or no, I didn't. I did discover one, and that was Capitan Sam. He's a solo artist from Manchester, and that was recommended to me by a band called Twisted Illusion. Their stuff's a bit different. It's a lot more soft. It's still in the rock area. And speaking of Twisted Illusion, they've released Unlocked Volume 6. They've released, basically during lockdown, an album a month as part of this Unlocked series. So Unlocked Volume 6 is the sixth and final album in that. So that's worth having a look. If you like your progressive metal, definitely check them out. I'm just having a quick look. And Joker's Rage was the other one that wasn't part of a alphabetical thing. That was something I ordered last month but didn't arrive till this month. So it's been a good month. And finally, I'll finish on back to the letter A. I'd already completed Alice Cooper last month, but he had an album drop 2 days ago on the 26th. And that's his latest. It's his 21st solo album, and if I remember correctly, they had 7 as a band. So that's a lot of albums over a career as well. Not quite Buckethead levels, but I don't think anyone can compete with that other than Buckethead. So yeah, this is the latest Alice Cooper album, Detroit Stories. He grew up in Detroit, so it's kind of like about him returning to his roots and playing. There's a few covers in there, which is pretty cool. It's different. It's got a different sound to his usual stuff, and obviously there's no horror stories or anything involved in that. It's kind of just like a straight up rock album, which is really cool. So check out Detroit Stories if you get a chance. Just buy that wherever. Just promise me you won't stream it on Spotify, because that would be tragic. And on that note, that's kind of all for this month. I've kind of rambled and waffled and bungled my way through yet another blog, but I've got nothing left to say but love and sausages.